The founder of Hoskins Cardano, Charles Hoskins, is back at it in this episode. Slandering the XRP community and fabricating further falsehoods, we'll discuss bullets fired at John Dion. Brad Garlinghouse will be speaking with us on the possible ETF, as BlackRock has been making passing references to it for some time. Time now, it's approaching, and we'll examine an additional paychart from XRP cryptocurrency. And finally, the significance of the Circle's major choice to abandon USDC on the Tron network, as well as the opportunities it presents. Please make sure to give this channel a thumbs up if you're new. It greatly benefits the channel. Mainly, and it only takes 2 seconds to subscribe if you're not. Take a look at this moment of mine. Just a quick break there, you could have finished it earlier. Let's examine the market circumstances before we dive right into the news. Right in front of us, Bitcoin is down 2.03% over the last 24 hours, closing at $51.20 or $263. Ethereum, it's down right before our very eyes. The dollar has rebounded to its dollar peg, up 1% at $2,918, which may be a sign that the brief decline in value has ended and money has returned to the stables. And the US dollar continues to trade at 99 XRP. According to the 54 cents, there appears to be some life in the hourly. 1% it's not too bad, nothing to brag about, and it's up or down right now. 4.74% I tweeted this. You owe it to yourself. Do yourself a favor and get some Lux Lions NFTs, the former Cool Cats CTO. Yes, that's correct, he is collaborating with us. Take a look at what those hip cats did. The same guy who assisted the Moons in achieving their goals and increased their net worth to almost $2,500 each was also present at the Max State Parade. Indeed, he collaborates with BLX. Lions, you now believe he will employ the same strategy. You believe he will employ the same method he used with Lux, which was Cool Cats. I'm not sure when it will become clear, but they are utility-driven and give you back XRP every month, without fail, and the greatest, we take credit cards, so that's part of it all. We may locate the URL on my Twitter account, which is below. You must participate in Lux. We launched the rewards program 1.5 years ago. This is my project. We were founded approximately 18 months ago, and we continue to expand we doubled our holders in a month. Within the last 60 days, and I noticed that these trends are holding as many people begin to drop out of the NFT projects they are working on since they are unproductive and simply continue to perform the same thing every month. And what does releasing fresh artwork have to do with it? And all you accomplish is hold the artwork. When people grow tired of it, you get nothing in return. That's how easy it is. Our breeding lab is here. We possess our minting location and will soon have pack openings. We are actively engaged in 2 distinct metaverses that are about to launch. We are continuously developing and expanding, and soon we will be multi-chain to include the founder of Max's Cardano, according to the XRP community. We don't have any proof that the FCC was bought off, and they oppose peace. This man is intelligent. To be honest, I think he's completely insane. I have no idea what he's talking about with you. About now, I believe he's attempting to pay attention to folks who request attention. Bring up XRP, I believe it's that easy. He wants to be the center of attention. I don't think he was wrong about the whole matter. He acknowledges that he was wrong, so why is he suddenly retracting his statement? I'm not sure I understand. To be honest, I think it's an attention grabber. We call this terror. To be honest with you, it's sort of comical that Elizabeth Warren took potshots at John Dean while fabricating lies and clinging to life. It seems that the MAG Republic apparatus, since I was unable to locate a single Republican in Massachusetts to challenge me, they sent in a candidate from Rhode Island who will have the support of the GOP. You do think that a special interest group is interesting? If not, it's obvious she's anxious. Believe Dion posed a threat, she would never have discussed him on Twitter or referenced him. She would not have taken action. Nothing at all, and notice that she's already shooting pictures. You know I wish her luck. Yet she had to leave, she had to depart, otherwise, it would if Dion could climb this, that would be incredible. Does Barrier alone accept this challenge? And defeated her. We need someone like John in that's pro-crypto, someone you know, because this is just the beginning of the road. Who defends the individuals he's taking on the SEC, he will now be facing Elizabeth Warren. I'm eager to watch how everything plays out in a matter of months. We'll investigate and work this out. How is it going there? Says CryptoWolf. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, discusses a prospective BlackRock XRP ETF. Of course, it's K in Washington. That played a significant role, and in the end, the SEC approved the grayscale conversion to a spot ETF for Bitcoin, or BTC, as you may have noticed, but also more widely available spot Bitcoin ETFs. There's talk that an XRP ETF might be released in the future. What do you think of that hypothesis, Kay? It's nice to meet you. It's a little like the early days of the stock market. You don't want exposure to one stock or one firm. Instead, you want to normally think about diversifying risk and what have you. For this reason, I think it only makes sense that there will be more ETFs. It's difficult to estimate when we will see ETFs. You are aware of the depressing truth that the Bitcoin ETF is a result of the SEC's and share Gendler's hands being forced by the courts to finally blossom and look. This, in my opinion, makes these markets safer and more robust, which is good for the investment community to kind of lean into. As a result, if you would welcome an XRP ETF, then we would certainly welcome it. And I believe there will inevitably be several ETFs available for various tokens. I believe ETFs may even be present in the future. Baskets that, considering all of the hoopla surrounding the ETF dynamic, I believe further diversifies that risk. To get this resolved, are you in communication with the biggest issuers, namely BlackRock? I'm not going to comment on it, I guess. I am aware of several remarks made by BlackRock. Publicly, we believe it is appropriate for the XRP community as a whole. You, Ripple, are undoubtedly very significant stakeholder in the XRP ecosystem, but we're not the only ones. As you can see, before the SEC action, XRP was, I believe, the second most valuable digital asset due to the challenges of that litigation. As you are aware, we have mainly seen that, but in the long term, your opinion on these matters to you. How can these many digital assets be used to provide utility and solve problems in the real world? It's working incredibly well for Bitcoin as a store of value. XRP's characteristics, which make it perfect for payments because of its speed, efficiency, and low cost per transaction, are something that Ripple has leaned into as a business. BlackRock will be discussing it. BlackRock is trying to get noticed. Brad claims that only the XRP community would benefit from it. Discuss your desired institutional demand. To discuss financial investments. Up XRP, who knows where that can lead to the price of XRP? It has never been this high. When institutional funds are received, they are used. This might really go bad overnight, and I truly believe that insiders think that an XRP ETF it makes sense that we already have regulatory clarity for this year, and I believe that the first step is the only obstacle. I'm currently explaining the last section. I believe that this is the final step for the last turtle to move aside in the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit, which some have speculated may be ending in Q2 or Q3 of this year. Ethereum won't receive an ETF, in my opinion, because there is too much garbage, but as soon as that is resolved, I believe we will see an XRP ETF launch. I simply don't see how Ethereum will acquire an ETF given the current state of affairs. I'm aware that applications have already been received, but as Brad mentioned, there will be a variety of ETFs. For example, how about an ETF that tracks Bitcoin XRP in a basket? People, just think about the consequences. People get the best of both worlds. The main man is Michael Branson. The Development Foundation has said that smart contracts have been successfully deployed on the network, a breakthrough they hope will completely transform their technology. To all of you XLM holders out there, a huge congrats to Stellar. Let's get started with smart contracts. As we're speaking, let's look at the XLM chart, which will play a significant part in the future. Regarding it, 11 cents is not a bad deal. It has increased by 20% in the past year, peaked briefly at 12 or 13 cents, and is currently back down to 11 cents. All of this will actually depend on how Bitcoin works. I have a tiny bag of Stellar here, in case it drops even further. As you may know, I purchase a small quantity of Stellar every week. It's probably $50. Mondays are when I buy things. I still have to switch around how I spend my money on Uphold. And what I've purchased. I have been discussing it for a while now, but I haven't Casper, it's still piling up. Sufficient Casper with my baggage, I'm content. I would really like to get into every bar, a larger H-bar bag would be lovely. I simply detest purchasing anything that pumps. You know, we could witness a slight pullback. Perhaps we will begin purchasing H, or I was considering purchasing Flare. Well, 3 cents, we kind of overshot our target with this. Quant, what say you? How does Quant appear? Not much has been heard from in general. It is one of those things that simply explodes, as you might expect. Not a bad one there, perhaps by 4 Quant A, but we could see a 5 to 10x on Quant. From here, the appropriate all-time high is 4x. I'll let you know, and we'll take that. Maybe I really should make the change. Era, I'll try to finish it today. Crypto released his CH. With that, it appears that the root for the significant barrier of the XRP dollar is evident. Right now, we have to overcome that. We have to go over, say, 50. It is between 58 and 63 cents. It's not really a significant obstacle. Not going to cast shadows on Earth if those marks are broken. We must first see a dollar to see it. Removing, we must reach the 150 to 150 range. So that an explosion is always visible. Elevated 280, yes, we will completely eradicate it. Together with you all, I'm prepared for this to be removed. I have been here since 2017, so you can believe that I am prepared for this. To PO, when will it take place? That's this year. The big debate is, will summer come in Q3 or Q4 only? What is the question? Watch the live broadcast. I hope it's a live broadcast. On Friday, Keith and I are going to have a serious conversation about XRP on the chart, and we will break it down.